Well, good morning, friends and acquaintances and viewers and everybody else around this gorgeous planet today. Yeah, today's a great day. Look at the bank over here, if I can see the temperature. It is 55 degrees according to that bank thermometer back there. And it's supposed to be 80 degrees today. And why would I not ride the motorcycle? You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to record my entire commute down this road here because where me and the guys on my team are actually having a team breakfast before work this morning. So I'm going to meet at downtown Fredericksburg at the Mason Dixon Cafe, and we'll go from there. So we are getting ready to head into downtown Fredericksburg so I can get to this restaurant this morning. You know, I should really do a vlog riding around Fredericksburg, either on the motorcycle or the car. There's a lot of historical sites there. It's because there's so much Civil War activity that went on here, and even before that, colonial. I mean, Ferry Farm is right across the river over here to my right, not too far up, and you know, that's George Washington's boyhood home. His birthplace is out near Westmoreland Park in Westmoreland, Virginia. So yeah, and his mother is I think his mother is buried here in Fredericksburg. There's a an obelisk at her side of her grave. I think that's what it is. It's either that or just a memorial. And it's like a miniature Washington monument you have up in DC. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And there's several structures here that are actually there's a church. I think it's a Presbyterian church that actually has some cannonballs stuck in the front of it from when the Union soldiers shelled the hell out of Fredericksburg for 3 days or something like that. And now granted, it's not the original cannonball because you know that iron would have rusted away by now to nothing, but the damage that was caused to the hole is still there, and they I think it's the original piece of timber, and they you know, they have a mock cannonball stuck in it and they keep it painted black. And there's a couple of shops downtown that are like that. There's an old stone warehouse by the river that's riddled with you know, cannonball damage up in the rafters, and they have it all marked off to where the damage occurred, and you know, it's just that kind of history. But yeah, it's kind of interesting that they would keep the gist of the structure there to show that the cannonball did in fact come through and do some damage. To my left, behind these buildings right here, is the Fredericksburg Agricultural Fairgrounds. If you turn at this road right here on the right, this takes you to, there's a sign right there, a little tan and brown one, whatever. Right down that road is where the Bowman Distillery is located, and they give tours daily of Fredericksburg, and want to sample some bourbon and some, I think they make gin there as well. Stop on by, they'll give you a tasting and a tour of the distillery and tell you how bourbon is distilled and get you a little bit of bourbon knowledge going on. That's pretty cool. I've been in there a few times. Our company actually has we've had our Christmas party in there the past couple of years, which is really fun. Trying to renovate this section of town. It used to be, most of these houses used to be really run down. Like, if you see a run down house, that's how they all used to look. But yeah, they're trying to renovate some of these homes and make it look presentable. This is the train tracks where the Amtrak and the VRE, the Virginia Rail Express, comes through, and there's a station up here to my right. And inside that railroad station down to the right there's a German restaurant called the Bavarian Chef, which is pretty tasty if you like German food. I like old towns like this, and there's a lot of old houses down here and old churches. It's a gorgeous little town. A lot of you know, colonial and Civil War history. I've got to go down to Bunker Hill Drive and make my right. That will take me right up to the restaurant. It's a gorgeous town, gorgeous neighborhoods. Look at these houses, you know. There's a couple of Civil War cemeteries in town. But there is a Masonic cemetery here in town. The Civil War cemetery, on they actually put flags out at certain events, you know, probably Independence Day, Veterans Day, Memorial Day, and they will put flags on all the graves of the soldiers. But yeah, and you can tell some of them have fringe on there, and some of the flags are like general's flags, believe it or not.
Eventually. Eight hours later.
Looks like there's a motorcycle accident up here. Not sure what's going on. I see the rider standing there. He looks okay. Hate to see that, but at least it looked like everybody was standing up. I think it is 85 degrees right now. How crazy is that? You know, you get all this cold weather and almost warm weather, and one day it just jumps up to 85. It's supposed to be this way tomorrow too, but Sunday I think we're expecting a lot of rain.
So this is where that truck scares me a little bit. So keep an eye on that box in the back of it, and I'll try to zoom in. It looks like a big refrigerator. I'm going down this road. I guess the wind catches it just right, and you'll see it falls down right up here, and it kind of, you know, that scares me too bad, but there it goes. It just looked like, you know, okay, now I'm a little worried, because is it going to fall out? Is the tailgate going to pop open? So I back off. I was hoping he'd turn off, but he didn't. But anyway, that's it. And I'm going to go ahead and end the vlog here, because I don't think I said anything else on the ride, and I never end the vlog. So hope everybody has a good, safe weekend, and I hope the weather is kind to you wherever you may be. Later, everybody.